This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. We create and broadcast these episodes live on native lands. We acknowledge these are unceded lands, with diverse communities maintaining connections to these places, and recognize their ancestors, their elders, both past and present, and future generations. Learn more by visiting the Native American Rights Fund website at narf.org. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Ruins of the Lost Realm, a campaign for the One Ring role-playing game, with David Larkins as the Lore Master. All right, well, we're back, and we're going to fight a giant sea monster, so I think we just get into it.
What? Just can we do a little intro like previously on, or come on?
Go for it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't. I have zero recollection. David, I'm the one who had to be reminded. Yeah, Marley, if
on
you
Lord
want
of the Rings.
Yeah,
go for it.
There was a sea monster. Caught up. There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Big old anglerfish thing.
Oh, that's right. God.
Coming for the boat.
Yes, we were on a boat, but I just need a little more context, please.
All right.
We
We
were
were
rowing.
out
The
on the
ranger
lake.
lost his rangers, and so we're finding the rangers
The
for
ranger
the
lost his
ranger.
rangers.
Thank you.
We were
Yeah,
looking-
Ranger went ranging, lost some rangers,
yes,
found some hobbits.
that's about it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
There's like islands in a lake, a very
Yes.
large lake.
Yep.
And there was the signs of a fight that on the beaches of the one island, and so we couldn't find any sign other than that besides the dagger. So now we're going to the next closest island, I think, that we could
Mhm.
get to, and we got attacked along the way.
Yes. Thank you. You all did that amazingly well.
All right.
We're really hitting our stride.
We are. And of course,
Friends were
you
about to all
two.
get swallowed.
I know,
Well,
exactly.
yes, we'll
I like
see.
this. We're like, okay, we're getting into understanding our verbal tics and different things we do and say, and how we can kindly interrupt each other. And now we get eaten, and we're like, oh, fuck, now I got to make new characters. Okay.
The next campaign will be even better. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
Yeah.
exponentially
This is
grow.
a trial run.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was a trial run, yeah.
It was nice while it lasted.
Convert it all to riffs. Let's play.
I was just about to say, we'll switch systems.
Is this a GURPS? This is oh god.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, we'll
GURPS
do
Lord of the
GURPS.
Rings. Let's go. Oh, we can play
GURPS
Merp.
Ring.
We can go real deep.
Oh.
GURPS Ring.
Oof.
Yeah,
Middle
Merp.
Earth role playing.
We could do Merp.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole other thing.
We're rolling some charts.
No.
Absolutely. And of course, because we live in an age of wonders, I found a 70-minute sea monster battle music background track on
Mm.
YouTube.
It's gonna take 70 minutes.
I better freaking not.
Ahem. This is
It
for
better not.
D&D, so I think
Oh.
it
Yeah,
would
that's
take
not long
70
enough.
minutes. for
Yeah,
D&D.
yes.
You gotta loop that
absolutely.
bad boy.
Just saying. Anyway,
So like
let's
in
time
dog
it.
years, it's like in One
In
Ring
dog
years,
years,
it's
yes,
gonna be
exactly.
7 minutes, but in D&D years, it's 70.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's time it and we'll find out.
Oh God.
We're on it. I just
Then-
want to know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know.
volume. That's okay.
Yeah, it seems good.
Okay. So, here we go. We've had a little taste of combat so far, but this is going to be a big one.
What the hell, man?
What? I'm just saying.
The troll, not that big a deal.
No.
Fish? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, so monsters in the One Ring are given an attribute level, which kind of gives you a rough idea, sort of. Okay, I'm going to turn that down a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
turn
not
it
quite
down.
a CR from D&D, but it's very similar.
Yes, it's not quite a challenge rating. But yeah, so Jack the Stone Troll was okay. Well, he was an 8, which is pretty good.
Okay.
And the let's see, how do I pronounce this Elvish word? The Doom of
Don't tell us the odds yet. Don't tell us the odds yet. Let us survive
Doom of
first.
Nenuial is higher than that. I'll just say.
All right. All right.
All right. Very good. So yeah, let's get into it. So if we recall from our little tussle with the troll, we're gonna start with, since we don't really have an opportunity for ranged combat, we're gonna start with choosing your stances. And remember, you're all on a boat here, so everything's relative, right? Like if you choose a rearward stance, I would say that's just you're in the middle of the boat. Whereas if you're in a forward stance, maybe you're like leaning over the side of the boat, that kind of thing. So,
I'll be going over the side of the boat.
yes, and you may go over the side of the boat.
Yes.
Indeed. That
Yeah.
almost happened last time. It almost
I
knocked
know!
2 of you into the water.
Thank you, Finn.
No worries.
Yeah.
Hey, it might have been better if you were thrown free of the boat and they're concentrating on the boat.
Yeah.
I
I did
just screwed
refuse
you
to
guys.
take my armor off.
Yeah.
I've got mine taken off, so
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it did save that.
All right. So just a reminder, we have forward, which gives you an extra dice, but also gives your opponent an extra dice. Open, which has neither an advantage or disadvantage. Defensive, which means you both lose a dice. And then rearward, which is if you had an opportunity to do a missile attack. So normally that would be a thing, but in this case, no. Although, let's see, enemies no more than 2 times the heroes. I don't know. You could maybe convince me. You could maybe make a case. I don't know.
A case for what exactly? Just help me.
Yes.
Case
What?
for what? What are we making a case for?
If you want to use your bow. But yeah.
We have no rocks to pick up here.
There are no rocks.
And
No, you
There are
definitely
none.
don't have any rocks.
we usually rely on rocks a lot.
Yes. You want a rock.
But we don't have
Don't
any
stop
rocks.
the rock. etc.
What
Don't
is
rock
in
the
the
boat.
actual boat?
Don't
I'm
rock
just
the
curious.
boat. There we go.
What is in the boat exactly? Anything of note?
No.
I'm
Just
in
yourselves.
2 halflings.
Yeah, well,
a
yeah.
ranger, a dwarf.
Uh-huh.
No! And all
Weapons.
their little weapons. Just thank God Parsnip isn't here. That's all.
I know, right?
Exactly.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
There are also things called combat tasks, but one of those is protect companion. That might be that might become relevant. I don't know. Intimidate foe. That would be a tall order. Rally comrades. We're not there yet.
No.
So yeah. Okay. So right. What's everyone's stances? Stansoi.
Hellas
So-
is going forward.
Yeah.
There's no, yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive takes dice from your attack, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And your opponent.
Okay.
both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna do regular then, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
bow is gonna be
Okay.
real hard to use in a little boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least right now. So
Mhm.
just got my little short sword out.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And everyone else ordinary?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that
So
means
what is
Haleth-
happening? What is happening? Like, can you give us just like a lay of what's happening, like a visual?
Sure.
Describe.
You're in this boat, you're on this lake, you're surrounded by a very thick fog. You were heading towards an island which is just barely visible as a sort of shadowy silhouette through the fog.
Okay.
And the sort of stone gray waters of the lake parted as this essentially gigantic anglerfish that's covered in a multitude of like milky white blind eyes is breaching the surface of the water and sort of more or less trying to swallow you whole. It's kind of a monstro move, you know.
I did not need that trigger. Very rude. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, Haleth, what are we doing? What are we stabbing this thing with?
Well, he does have his sword out, so I think we had an indication that there was something coming up. We've looked in the water, we've seen it get bigger and bigger and bigger. So he knows. I mean, I didn't roll for it. I will if you want me to. He's got 2 in battle, so I feel like he would know. Getting in the water is a bad idea because then all of your tactical options go away.
Right.
And if I have to struggle to swim while at the same time trying to fight, that's, as much fun as it would be to just Aragorn off the boat and try and stab into the fish. We're not there yet. We're not quite in need of that emergency yet. So I think just as soon as he kind of gauges that the fish thing is within range, he knows the water's going to slow the sword down. So he's just going to kind of reverse the sword, the grip, and just kind of try and stab down into the water to see. You said it's covered in a multitude of milky eyes. I think those provide an ample targeting area to put the pointy end of the blade in if he can try and manage it.
Sure. Okay, that's all fine. I'm going to spend 1 hate to invoke its snake-like speed fell ability, so this will make your roll ill-favored.
Whose team are you on?
Well, that's the main question.
I'm on the team of the giant anglerfish for right now.
How does hate work? Is hate like a resource you spend to do
hate
special
is
things?
their version of hope.
Okay.
So where we have hope points, they get to spend hate points to do things the same way that we will spend hope points to do things for our benefit.
Cool.
They can
Okay.
they can spend hate to do something similar. So like in this case, it's making it faster and more slippery or whatever
Nice.
it's supposed to be doing. So
Okay.
I am going to suck at this essentially. Luckily, this is like the one thing I do well. So maybe I can pull this off.
Let's see.
We shall see. All right, so I'm going to roll on the longsword. And I get 1 bonus dice for my stance. Target's parry.
All right.
Target's parry is 0.
0. Okay, let's see what happens. Woohoo! I think.
Success.
Yes. Excellent.
All right.
All right, damage of 5.
Nice. Oh.
We didn't have any 6s there. Nope. Okay.
Nope, no 6s. A hit is a hit. I will take that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So let's see. I'm just trying to remind myself. Do I attack back now, or does everyone go? I forget.
That is a great question. I believe it's been a while since I've done a full combat. I'm pretty sure we all go and then the monster goes,
Yeah.
but I
That
could be
seems-
completely wrong.
That seems like what we've done with that's what we did with the troll.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes, my overly complicated quick reference sheet seems to indicate that as well. Okay. All right. So very good. So next we go to ordinary stance, and let's go with Oda.
Yeah.
How close are we to the closest island?
I mean, you can see it through the heavy fog, so probably 50 yards. Not too far.
Would it just I'm trying to picture it, and would it make sense to just try to row really hard?
That's
Get us
definitely an
out the way?
option. Yeah, you could try that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'll take that since he got it with the sword. I'll try to as opposed to swinging haphazardly with my axe in the water.
Yeah.
And just pick up the oars and just give it all the beans.
Start heaving. Okay. Go ahead and make me an athletics roll.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
fail.
Okay.
That's a fail.
Yeah. So you're getting the oars in the water, but you're not making much progress at the moment. Okay. Let's go with Melly. What are you doing?
I mean, I think I have no athletics, so I am going to just have to go with my short sword.
Yeah, you're pretty deadly with that thing.
I am pretty deadly with it. I have a 3, and yeah, so I think I'm gonna just try to like following Helith's attempt. I'm gonna try to also just jab at it, right? Like whatever eye is proximate to me.
Okay.
So we'll see here. All right, so let's see here. No bonus. Unless I want to inspire it. Could I inspire this with
Oh, you mean spend a point of hope?
Hope, yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna think about everything, and like we got to get to that island to help out the rangers, and so I'm gonna think about that while I stab at this creature, and a great success!
Nice.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do 3 damage, but you can also spend that puppy, that great success, to, let's see, what did you, okay. So you rolled a 9 on your favored.
Yeah.
You can spend that great success to pierce and add a +1 to that 9 and make that a piercing blow.
Yeah, let's do that.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Because that can seriously wound this thing. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, it's +1 with the sword, so that's fine. Okay, so let's see. Opponent makes a protection roll. Okay, what do I got for... Oh, okay. Here we go. Injury rating of 16, looks like. Okay. Oh. All right, I succeeded on my protection roll, which means that it is not wounded, capital W, wounded, but nearly got it.
Yeah.
Inflicted some damage anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and that leaves Fen. What is Fen doing?
Yeah, so I was looking at the little open thing. And in Hearten is something I can do to try and boost everybody. In melee, in open stance next turn, then everyone will get a bonus die to attacking.
Nice.
So I think I'm going to try that.
Okay.
As Finn just leans back and it's like, come on, y'all can do it. Let's... Oda, get your axe, let's go! And he's just like cheering everyone on. He's got his little sword up in the air.
Yeah.
I love that.
And... Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Nice. So that's a regular success, so that'll give +1d for Haleth and anyone else who switches to forward stance on the next turn.
Yeah, that's right, forward stance. Okay. Heck yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Number of attacks up to their might score, targeting multiple foes in the same round. Right. Okay, very good. So this thing has a might of 3, so it can make 3 attacks. So I'm going to say that it's going to try and bite Haleth and Melly, and then it's going to use its tail to sort of whack at the boat and try to break the boat. So, I know, rude.
It is rude.
All right, so let's see here. Haleth's parry is a 16. Okay, cool. Here we go. No bonus dice. Target's parry is a 16.
Oh.
Oof.
All right. Yeah, well, I didn't. Okay, great success.
Yeah. What?
All right. Right. So that's 8 damage, and yeah, we'll make this a piercing blow since I rolled a 9 on the feat die there. So go ahead and give me a protection roll, Haleth, please.
All right. I gotta remember how to do that. I was wounded last time, so I started wounded, so I don't gotta. Okay, so. Okay, sorry. Reading the rules.
Oh yeah, what kind of armor do you have?
I have leather armor.
Okay.
Specifically, I have a where is that? Where's it? A leather corselet and a helm.
All right, so let's see. I'll add that on your sheet there. Protections 2. Load is
6 for the corselet, and helm is 1 and 4. The exact same thing I was wearing.
Cool. Helm is 4.
+1. Oh yes, now I see. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, and no shield?
I do have a shield.
Okay. Oh, that gives a parry modifier.
Yeah, that just makes the parry go up.
All right, so you'll have 3 dice on your protection there. That's auto-calculated for you. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, where is the button for protection?
It's that little dice thing.
Do you have
I
to
guess
click the little check mark next to
Click the check
protection?
mark, maybe? Yeah, and then hit the die.
I don't know what those check marks beside protection and stance do.
Oh, maybe it's for favored. Here, I'll uncheck.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
So
right.
protection, roll, injury rating is
14.
14. That's right. And bonus die is
None, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yay!
All right. Nice. I don't know if you get anything on a great success for a protection roll, but
I'm just glad it was a success.
yeah,
So you know
exactly.
what? I'm not quibbling about levels of success here.
Right.
Oh my god.
Okie doke. Very good. So you avoided the wound, but you still took 8 damage, which is nasty.
Are we saying, because I was damaged before the troll fight, are we saying that I healed that back up, or am I
Yes.
starting? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
you had like a couple days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Perfect. Okay. So I am at 20 of 28.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
No. So what happened exactly?
You got some of those big sword-sized teeth.
Oh God.
you know,
Ugh.
raked across your arm and drew blood for sure. Pretty nasty cuts, but not enough to hinder you. Okay. What is going on with Melly's parry score? Why is it a 36?
Because I'm awesome. Totally cool.
Wait a second.
That's why.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't
for
know
some
why
reason,
I am
for some reason,
lucky.
stance was checked, and for some reason that doubled your parry score. It's still an 18, which is
I know,
that's
it is
pretty
good.
impressive.
Incredible.
It is. I'm stalwart, you know, like
You are.
that's my character here.
And also
so
a smaller target.
that's true.
I guess.
All right.
All right,
so
here we go. Let's
let-
see what happens. Woohoo! Fail.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's weirded out by my small stature. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you weave out of the way.
Yeah, it's not gonna work hard for a little snack.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right. Yeah, my stealth is pretty good, so maybe I was able to just like move a little bit. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's your natural nimbleness, like you said, and your
Mhm.
size.
Mhm.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see here. Target positions. All right. Shields bonus to parry. Okay, so yeah, so basically it's going to try and knock the boat over again. And let's see here. Okay. Okay. It's not on its sheet, so I have to go over here. All right, so everyone, please make an athletics roll for me again.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Oh god. No!
Well, sir,
Oh, thank God.
that's
All right.
something. That's something.
Well, so
Wow,
I
that's
failed.
quite the roll. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
we have
no.
3 failures. So only one, with that great success from Haleth, only one of those failures can be converted into a success. So
Oh no.
Haleth,
So I have to
let's-
pick who I'm saving?
Yes.
It's gonna be.
Oh,
It's gonna
Oh,
be.
be.
Who's closest to me in the boat would probably make the most sense.
I'd say it'd be between Oda and Melly.
Oh, that's not helpful either.
Well,
Okay. Haleth would just reach out and grab the nearest person. So I'm going to keep this random and simple because I don't want to pick favorites and be blamed and therefore have hate spewed forth upon me. But we're going to say 1 to 3 is Melly and 4 to 6 is Oda.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll
Sure.
1d6 and
I
see
mean,
what
I
happens.
sang a really great song for you, so I don't know.
Oh, what?
You know.
Oh, it's there you go. It's Melly.
I understand. I'm not hurt.
No,
I would just say that
that's all in good fun.
Oda and Finn are towards the back. Like Finn's in the back of the boat, like,
Yeah.
giving his little speech, and
Yeah.
the tail hits the front of the boat and just catapults him. Just like flies out.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. So it says here, player heroes swimming in armor suffer a serious penalty. All athletics rolls made to stay afloat or swim lose a number of dice equal to the protection rating of any armor worn. So for Oda, that would be let's see, 3. And
Oh.
Fen is the same.
I'm not wearing armor.
Oh, you're not
Oh,
wearing
yeah,
armor.
that's right,
Very
he's
good.
not.
Very good. Very good. So you can attempt to. I'm gonna say both of you can like kind of hang on to the side of the boat. You can make a athletics roll to try and pull yourself back in, or like it said, to swim. Oda would have a -3 penalty, or Oda, if you want to ditch your armor or parts of it, you can do that instead. You ditch your helm, your penalty would go down to 2. You ditched the corselet, it would go down to 1, or if you ditched all of it, it would go down to 0, of course.
Do we get to know how injured this thing is?
It has a couple cuts on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not
Wow.
hurting.
Wow. Yeah.
But we saw how close Melly almost came to seriously wounding it. That's the thing about the combat system is a couple lucky shots you can take the thing out,
Yep.
So you can ponder that.
Okay.
What are for Melly and Haleth, what are your stances? Remember, anyone in forward stance will get plus 1d from Fenn's enheartening.
Yeah, I know it was like things are getting nuts, but I'm gonna keep going forward. Like I'm gonna keep trying to stab at this thing.
So literally forward stance, or
Yes.
Okay.
We're getting
Alright.
2 extra dice in forward stance now.
Yes,
That's really
you both
good.
get plus 2 dice.
Thanks.
In
Finn.
addition to if you want to spend a hope point.
I will.
Additional.
With
Yeah, I
Asana,
will.
You can manage any kind of
Okay. Should I roll? So I get to do
Yeah.
a roll now?
If you like, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it's my short sword again, plus
Mhm.
3, bonus die,
3.
hit, and submit. Extraordinary success.
Jesus. All right.
Look at all of those dice.
Yes. That happened.
With 3 6s. Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
Six dice rolled, 3 6s.
Yes.
Okay, so you can land a heavy blow.
Okay.
You can increase your parry for 1 round. Let's see, you're
Can
5
I-
short of a pierce, sadly, so no luck there.
5. All right.
Yeah, because it's your
Can-
feet die, remember?
Can I help others with this? With this dice?
No.
Oh.
So you can do some combination of heavy blow and fend off, and you can select them multiple times. So heavy blow adds additional endurance loss equal to your strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Oda, that was quite devastating. I'm not sure what it would be for Melly, but you could do that up to 3 times, basically.
Okay.
Or you can increase your parry by +1 for each instance. So you could give yourself a +3 to your parry, or
Yeah.
some combination thereof.
I mean, I think I want to make sure that like every time I hit, there's something that's enhancing my ability to hit.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna separate the parry out.
So what does that mean?
So one parry at a time, right? That's what you said?
No. So basically, you have three sixes, right? So
Yeah.
you spend those right now.
Oh.
You can either spend them to give yourself extra damage, and your strength is a 4, so it'd be
Okay,
plus
so
4 in each instance.
I'll do extra damage.
You want to do all 3 extra damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 12
All
damage, not bad.
So plus 12 on the 3 damage, so that's 15.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there we go. All right, Haleth, may you experience similar levels of success.
That would be great. Yes, so I'm going to stay in forward stance, and I kind of imagine now that like the boat's been rocked and everyone's kind of flying, he probably jumps up. So he's straddling the boat a little bit because it's a small one. So he's on the edges of the boat just to keep himself a little bit more nimble. And as the big fish thing comes around again, he's just going to do the same thing. He's going to do a quick twist and try and drive the sword back in. So we'll see how this goes. So I am in forward stance. I am good with sword. Let's try this. Okay. So it would be the bonus die for going into forward stance, and then the bonus die for the little speech, right?
Yep. And if you want to spend hope, that would give you a 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, why not? At this point, let's do it.
Yeah.
And target's parry is 0.
0.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what makes this music sea monster music exactly. It's,
No, it's just yeah.
And then once you hear the loop in it too, you can't hear the loop.
Yeah, you can't. Yay! Success.
All right, success. No 6s though, but
Nope.
5 damage. Okay. All right. What about our waterlogged combatants? What are y'all doing?
And now, how's the monster?
Yeah, what's the monster? How badly damaged is it?
I mean,
Oh my god.
it's like 3/4 as endurances as it was at the beginning of the battle.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. This is gonna go 70 minutes. This is not
Yeah.
but we can't listen to this loop for 70 minutes.
No, yeah, exactly.
I have an idea. Is this like a thing where I could like shoot our idea
Yeah.
by the group and have you tell me that's a terrible idea?
Yeah.
Okay. I low-key want to let go of the boat, let the armor carry me into the mouth of the anglerfish and try
Whoa.
to get it inside?
Oh.
Is that a terrible idea?
It's a kick-ass
really cool idea.
I know.
I mean, that's very dwarfy of you.
It is.
I die. I guess.
Oh yeah, we'll sing a very nice song at your funeral.
We will.
What is that quote from The Grinch? It's a terrible, awful idea.
Awful, wonderful.
I'd say that sounds pretty cool.
Legends
I mean-
aren't made by being safe.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, sure. You can definitely give that a shot. I was gonna have it go after you guys anyway, so.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
He like looks to Finn and is like, "Sing a song about me."
Oh.
Oh!
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh.
Ugh.
All right, so I think that would definitely count as a forward stance.
Yes.
And I'll give you a even an additional bonus die for the fact that you'll be striking it in its soft gob, essentially. So
So if you spend a hope, you'll have 4 extra
Yeah.
dice
I
on
know.
your
I was
attack.
gonna do a hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 4.
So it's the axe dice, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, axe die. Oh no!
Mm.
I made all. Okay, now I know how many there are.
Okay.
So every time I go to click what seems like it would be the dice, there's nothing there, and it takes away all my checks.
oh.
Wow.
Oh no, I see. I'm doing it wrong. It's
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Okay, so there's
I'm the problem.
3 bonus dice, including my hope, right?
4.
4.
Oh.
See, I'm glad I asked.
I know.
Yeah, I know,
I'm so nervous.
I know, I'm scared.
got
I'm scared. I'm scared. You can do it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Target parry.
0.
0. Yes!
Oh,
Wow.
Yes!
Nice.
So, you could get that piercing blow.
You
You
could get a
could.
piercing blow and a heavy blow as well. You can add your strength
Uh-huh.
and potentially wounded as well. So
Okay.
yeah. Oh, actually, sorry. Take that back. Axes cannot pierce,
Oh.
Sadly.
That makes sense.
but you can do
Wait, so
two.
then
You
what
can
are my
do
options?
two heavy
Can't
blows.
it cleave?
They can't cleave either. Well, that's the heavy blow. So you could do that twice and add double your strength, which is formidable.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, they can't pierce. That's weird.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. So what do I do?
Well, you got two sixes on that pool, and so if you were using a sword or a spear, you could spend one of those to bump your feat die up to a 10 and make it a piercing blow. But unfortunately, axes can't. So
Okay,
your
so-
best option is just to spend those both to make this an extra heavy blow and add damage.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. So that's going to add 12 to your damage of 6.
Nice.
Damn.
Excellent.
Very nice.
So that's 18. All right, that definitely hurt it. You knocked out several of its big old teeth, and and you know there's quite a bit of blood now filling the water. Fen.
Finn like first reaches out for Oda and then sees what's going on. He's like, "Oh, good luck," and then scampers into the boat.
Okay, give me an athletics roll. Pull yourself in.
Aww.
slips right into the water.
Oh, so close. All right. Okay, so the Doom of Nenuial's turn. All right. Well, it's going to whack its tail up at Haleth and then try and bite down on Oda, of course, but also Fen. So we'll do the tail first. Okay, so. And what's Haleth's parry?
16.
16. Okay. Excellent. And you're in forward stance, so I get a bonus die as well.
Mm,
Oh! What the hell? All right.
That's a fail.
Yes. Did we decide last time that the Gandalf rune... It seems to be automatically saying it's a failure. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is
Because
a
it's
failure.
a creature of the shadow. The
Like
Gandalf
You know
rune
that.
is the auto fail, and the Sauron eye is the auto success. So,
Yeah.
keep
there we
doing
go.
that.
Yep,
Yeah.
works for
Keep,
me.
just
We're gonna
keep
stick with
up.
that. We're gonna stick
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Now roll another one of those.
Yeah.
Twice.
Two more. Can you get extraordinary failures? 'Cause,
No, there's no like bumbles or anything.
Is
All
it a
right,
failure
Oda.
'cause he got a Gandalf die, but he's the enemy, so that's like a
That's exactly
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
month.
Which I'll take.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Oda. Oh, another
Another
Gandalf
fail.
rune. What
Another.
the hell?
that. Hell yeah.
All right.
Fortune's on our side.
I
right.
guess so. Yeah, so you're like holding this thing's jaws open with you're doing leg presses on this thing's palate, basically.
Don't worry, guys.
Alright.
We'll get to see it do something. It's about
Yeah.
to roll against me. Let's go.
No.
Yeah, so it spits Oda out and then zips under the boat and goes for Fen as he's trying to pull himself in, Jaws style.
Very struggling over the edge.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. What is your parry, sir?
16.
All right. The good news is that it doesn't get a bonus die against you. I almost put 16 bonus dice in. That would have been interesting.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah, didn't need it.
Squeak that one. All right. So that's 8 damage, but no chance of a wound at least.
All right.
We got that. But yeah, it does feel the teeth bite down on you. Or sure that you're about to get dragged down into the cold depths below.
No.
He gives a little scream, a little yelp.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
desperately clinging on to the side of the boat.
All right. Let me just see here. Okay. Right. Okay. So, as we move into the next round, those of you still in the boat, or like fighting for your lives in the water, basically.
Or kicking major ass in the water.
Well, technically.
What? What?
You see emerging out of the fog what appear to be like torches being held aloft by some people in a boat.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, Haleth. Still?
There are people in a boat. There is definitely more of an immediate problem
Yes.
than people in a boat. People in a
Yes.
boat I can deal with in a minute. I don't know. I'm thinking his dwarf friend just got swallowed up. I think it might be time for crazy. How far underneath the water is this fish swimming, or are we close to surface level?
It's close to surface because it just zipped under and went for Fen, so it's just on the other side of the boat now.
Okay, because I'm thinking what he's going to do at this point. Everyone has been damaging this fish more than he has, essentially.
Yeah, man, you got to like get some cred back here.
Right,
It is
exactly.
time
So
now.
I think we're gonna pull. We're probably gonna pull a Geralt here, and he's gonna reverse grip the sword. He's gonna wait for the fish to come up where it's just barely under the surface of the water, and he's just gonna jump and try and like stab down into the fish's back to try and create an anchor point where he can hold on and continue to
Ooh,
slash
okay.
this thing.
Love that.
Nice.
All right, go for it.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm still in forward. I am using my longsword. That bonus was only from the speech was only for that round, right?
For
So
that
it's
round,
not,
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so I only have one bonus die. Parry is 0. Woo!
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, but that's an Eye of Sauron.
It is.
Ah,
But it's a success.
it
It
is.
says success.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, because the Eye of Sauron just counts for 0, but you managed to roll 15 on your success dice. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Wow,
I
nice.
gotcha. Okay, right. Because the Eye of Sauron's not an auto fail. Gandalf rune's an auto success. It's a little confusing. All right, Sauron's just a
I'll
0.
take it.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's
We're good.
no
We're good.
problem.
Okay.
The system is
so-
working as
Yeah.
as intended.
as intended, indeed. Okay, so but still no 6s on those success dice. My God.
No.
Ugh.
All right, so I'm
Does
gonna
this have
say
a thing that it only reacts to six successes, like the sixes thing? Because you keep bringing this up.
well, it's just in that case I would have said, yeah, you can do a heavy blow, and then your sword is
I
sort of
see.
anchored in the thing.
Okay.
In this case, the sword does, pierce its flesh, but it's not like stuck in there like a
Right.
Okay.
like
Okay.
a helm. A
Thank you for
helmsman,
explaining. I'm still trying to wrap
yes.
my head around some of the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here, so.
No, it's yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
it's its own thing for sure. We
Yeah.
can say that much. All right, so Melly.
I'm going to try to grab Finn. Like I'm gonna try to like pull him up.
Okay.
I'm gonna like run to the other side of the boat and just like attempt that, but my athletics are horrible.
No,
I'm
that's that's fine. I'm just gonna say that can give Fen a 1 die bonus. on his
Okay.
athletics
Okay.
roll.
Yeah. So that's how I'm gonna spend my turn.
Okay.
No, leave me, Melly. He's got me.
No.
Okay. Oda, you are back in the water. What do you want to do?
I'm hacking at this thing.
Okay. I'm going to say in this instance, since you are in the water, it's let's see, what does this say? It was something like a heavy impediment or something like that. Let's see, where did you go? Player heroes fighting while swimming are severely hindered. That was it. Severely hindered. Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? I mean, obviously it's going to be
It's not
no
good.
fun for you. There you are. Lose 2d. Okay, so it's a -2 dice penalty.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll try to get back on the boat then.
You could also try that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, I'll go for the boat.
Okay. So that'd be an athletics roll.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
great success.
Yeah.
Great success. So you could spend that to pull Fen back in as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So Fen, suddenly you feel
Yes.
this, powerful dwarf hand grabbing you by the scruff and just hoisting you into the boat.
Oh, damn. Oh, no, you're alive. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were done for.
We're not out of this yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so our friend gets to make its attacks now. So once again, it's going to attempt to use its tail against Haleth to sort of throw him off its back. So let me do that.
That's right. How it's gone to now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Then
he's just
Lace
sort
the
of
Boy's like,
he's sort of surfing on the back of this
Yeah.
thing, like. All right, let's see. Here and parry 16. Okay. All right. Well, 10 damage. But no sixes there. So I'm going to say you're still on the back. But you did get hit pretty bad there. All right, and then it will use its 2 bites. I mean, as Oda and Fen are getting out of the water, it's going to snap at your heels. So, let's see here. What's Fen's parry again?
16.
16. Thank you. Good lord.
Yeah.
Who's getting chewed up by this thing?
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's all good.
It's fine. It's fine.
This is what halflings deserve for leaving the
Oh
Shire.
my god. Well, that's true. This is why halflings don't get in boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, let me see here. I did get a 6 there. So let's see. All special results this year require 1 success icon. Yes. Okay, there it is. Okay, that wouldn't really. Okay, there's that. Okay. I will spend that success to have it seize you.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it says the victim can only fight in a forward stance, making brawling attacks. Seized heroes may free themselves if you roll any 6s on a successful attack roll. You can spend one of those 6s to free yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm seized in his jaws. And it also does the 8 damage.
It also does the 8 damage. Yes.
Okay.
You're like, oh, thank God I'm safe. Nope.
Ow.
Yeah. Thanks, Oda.
Yeah.
Just pulled directly back under.
All right, and Oda. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
See, there we go. There's
What
that
in
auto
the
success
world?
from the Eye of Sauron. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so that's also a piercing blow. Okay. So 8 damage, Oda, and you'll be very happy that you did not take your armor off.
See? And so that goes to endurance, right?
That goes to endurance.
And you said 8?
8, yeah.
I think that's my first damage I've taken.
I would be
Yeah.
surprised.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then down in the lower right, you see the little protection thing there. You're just going to tap the dice icon next to that.
Lower right. Sorry.
Your armor is...
Just roll that dice.
Yeah, hit the die.
I don't want to check it, right?
No.
Yep. Injury rating was 14.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Success.
Okay, so you don't take any more serious wound from that bite. That's what that means. Okay, so that was that. So now, new round. This boat is emerging out of the
Yeah,
mists.
closer.
And you see that there's like 4 people, a woman and 3 men. 2 of the men are rowing, and then the woman and the other man are holding these torches aloft, with a sword in one hand and a spear in the other hand of the other person. And as they approach the Doom of Nenuial, begins to submerge.
With Finn?
What?
With Fen, yes.
No! No!
So let's resolve Fen first, since that's important. Go ahead and make a brawling roll.
All right, and that is going to be basically a short sword -1 because it's brawling, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You would use your best weapon roll -1, but get that back because you're going to get a bonus die since this thing has a fear of fire, which is what it is reacting to.
Oh, okay.
So it's more prone to just open its mouth and be like, "Ugh," as it recoils.
Okay.
Drop it.
Exactly. Drop it.
Oh, what's a weary failure? What?
Oh, I
Ouch.
clicked weary. That's why.
Oh,
it's
okay.
because I'm
reroll.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm weary because my fatigue, my endurance is so low.
Oh, you're weary because of that.
I only have 5 endurance left.
Oh,
no.
that's
Yeah.
not helpful. Okay.
Oh God.
All
Yeah,
right.
so he's just like ineffectually flailing at the front of the fish.
Oh.
All right, Haleth, you are on the back of this thing. What would you like to do?
Well, I was just actually going to double check something. I am currently at 10 of 28
Oh.
endurance.
Ouch.
So I'm trying to remember when weary kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
automatically applied for me.
Mm.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
click it.
So I might be pretty close to being just real weary. If it's trying to submerge,
Oh, it's when your endurance is equal to or lower than your load.
oh, okay.
I
So-
shouldn't be. Oh, it's because
Is it
That's
your?
good.
Do you have fatigue as well?
I do. Oh, it's because it adds your load and your fatigue together.
Mhm, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm equal. Yep, that's why.
Okay. There you
Okay.
go.
So I'm also, because my load is 19 and I am at 10. So, I mean, Fen is trapped in this thing's jaws,
Mm-hmm.
starting to go underneath. I'm not anchored to it, so once it gets
Right.
down too deep, I'm going to float. I think the only thing he can do, I mean, I guess maybe try and stab it one more time to see if I can elicit enough of a reaction to get him
Yeah,
to open its
You can
jaws.
score a wound on it.
Yeah.
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 All right. Give it a shot.
All right, let's see what happens. 1, 0. Oh no!
The weary kicks
Oof.
in.
No.
Fucking weary, man. Every time.
God.
All
Losing
right,
too much
Melly.
blood.
Melly, what are you doing?
Let's see here. This is all really bad. I guess I'm gonna try to still attack. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to still attack it
Okay.
while I can. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use hope and a point of hope. 'Cause I
A
still
point
possess
of
that.
hope.
Exactly. And add 1 there, submit that, and success. Okay.
Oh,
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
The
Okay.
best I could do.
It's the best you could do, and that's fine. All right. And Oda.
Yeah, I think I just I see it grab Ben and get enraged.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh hell no! And then a giant swipe at it with my axe.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sorry, I lost my. I'm gonna use a hope because
Mhm.
Good thinking.
How am I
Oh,
weary?
weary. There
Now
it
you're
is.
weary. Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Let's just double check on that. You're at 22 endurance. What is your load? Oh, it's because you have all this treasure?
How dwarfish.
How very appropriate.
Oh no.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
I was hoping we would remember
Bedecked
that.
Yeah,
jewelry,
We
pouches
keep
of
talking about the
coins.
armor, but then I have all the gold.
She's got like 40 pounds of coins on her belt. Just
Yeah,
like, knock the armor weighing me down.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
I used a hope.
I used hope. Okay, so no one manages to land a telling blow, sadly. So the doom slips beneath the waves. Haleth is now treading water. Fen is going down with it, apparently. And this boat full of these other folks is drawing near. Fen, it's up to you. No one's
yeah.
gonna save you. You gotta
He's
save
gonna
yourself.
Do whatever he can to save himself.
Yeah.
I'm restricted to brawling attacks.
Yes, you are.
I am. Is the only thing I'm allowed to spend hope? Is our
Yes.
wisdom is not a thing you can spend?
No.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, I didn't ask me for a bonus die. Oh no, I forgot to add the bonus die to
Okay.
it, but hold on, I don't think it wouldn't matter too much.
If you roll a
Yeah,
6,
if I roll a
Yeah.
6,
No, re-roll that.
I can roll. Can I just type one roll? Is it /roll 1d6?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, it's gone.
Curses.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
So let's see.
been underwater a long time.
No.
Well-
Poor little guy is just like
No.
scratching, doing whatever he can.
The good news is that there are rules for drowning, so we can actually find out if you're still in it or not. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm just rolling a feat die. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right.
Why are you so
And-
interested in the?
No, it's just interesting
Making
how
me
they're
nervous.
how they're handling it. Okay, so it is severe, so that's just a straight beat die roll. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so
Wow.
so
That's
the
the
good
sound
news,
you want to hear.
Wow.
that's
no.
the second worst result. So so basically, I roll a feat die. On a 1 through 10, you lose that much endurance. So you would lose 10 endurance.
Okay.
If I rolled an Eye of Sauron rune, then you're automatically reduced to 0 endurance.
I'm at 0 endurance anyway.
Wow.
What if I rolled a
I have
Gandalf
5
rune?
endurance
You'd be
left.
fine.
I just lost 10.
Oh no! All right. So you are unconscious, basically.
I'm a
Oh.
drowned.
You are
No.
grounded, indeed. So what is everyone else doing?
This is a lot to process.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just really trying to think.
Okay.
The music is not helping. The music.
Yeah, I know. That's why I turned it down.
Yeah, the music pumped up the fish, but not us.
Yeah. See, I'm realizing now that that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cursed. Let's see. I mean, part of me thinks this is so annoying because it's just, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just trying to think. I'm think. I'm thinking like jumping into the water after Finn. Is that advisable? That seems like something that would be, but my athletics are pure shit. So I don't feel equipped. And aside from yelling at the other people on the other boat to like help us, I can't really think of anything else that I could do except for continuing to attack the fish.
Well, it's submerged now.
Yeah, that's
so,
what I'm talking
yeah.
about. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. Like I can't attack it anymore. So if the other people have any sort of swimming skills, I don't know. But
Yeah, how's the other folks' athletics?
I feel like Oda has good athletics.
I've got 2.
Okay.
Okay. And you're in the water.
I am in a slowly spreading pool of red as I'm sitting there treading water because I'm.
Right.
Right.
Which is bad.
I mean, I feel like Haleth would, even as he's sitting there and the water is turning red around him as he's trying to do his best. I think he would take a breath and try and get down there.
Okay. All right. Dive down after it. Oda?
Oda is not around. She'll be
Oh.
right back.
Oh, right.
I mean, I think in terms of me, I would be yelling at the other people on the boat.
Yeah, like help us.
Yeah, like they're underwater. Help us. Like, yeah,
Okay.
something like that. So
All righty.
I don't know if I have to roll anything for that.
No, you don't. Okay, so Alice, you are diving after this thing, and let's see here. Fighting and swimming are severely hindered. Okay. So I'm gonna need 2 rolls. You need an athletics roll minus your protection value from your armor.
Okay, so armor is protection of 2. Athletics is 2.
Nope. Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
So it's either a straight feat die, or you could spend a point of hope and get 1 success die back.
Yeah, I'll spend a point of hope and get 1 success die back.
Okay.
So I'm just rolling athletics. Bonus die is none, right? Because I'm just at. trying
Well,
to-
you get 1 for the hope, right?
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Or yeah, it would be -1 net, I guess. Yeah, -1.
Right. Will it calculate a -1?
Maybe.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of 1s.
Yikes!
Oh my God.
Wow, a 1 on the success die and on the feat die. Okay.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
not going
Oh, and you're
anywhere.
weary too. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Okay. So
He probably sucks in a bunch of air,
yeah.
tries to dive down, and then immediately has a headache and
Yeah, you come back
you know,
up sputtering. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not happening.
Not happening. Okay. All right. All right, Oda. What, if anything, do you want to do?
So, in theory,
Mm-hmm.
hypothetically speaking,
Yes.
were I to drop the gold,
Yes.
would I immediately not be weary anymore?
That is correct.
Okay, so she begrudgingly takes it off.
Uh-huh.
How do I make that show up on my
Let's see. Let me.
treasure rating?
Yeah, try turning that into a 0. See what happens.
Ah,
Sorry. I'll make a
It's
note.
no, strength. It's under strength. Directly in the middle, there's treasure, and it's a 0. Or
Yeah.
for me, it's a 0, but it's next to your target number in between endurance, current endurance, and
Mhm.
target number.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. So make that one 0.
Make that one 0. Yeah. There goes the weary. Okay, disappeared.
Ah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so diving in.
Diving in.
Okay.
Getting back.
All right. Let's see. Now, the other question is, do you want to take your armor off? Because this would be a penalty to the athletics roll you would need to
Yes,
swim
I have
down.
to take the armor off. Ow!
I think you can just unclick. Yeah, I'll just unclick those for you. There you go. All right, and go ahead and make an athletics roll.
Oh,
Wow.
Still a
Wow.
failure.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you guys as many chances as I can here, but I,
only
I
have
can't
one
make up
athletics.
for the bad dice
Yeah.
rolling.
The dice are telling us a story.
Yeah.
It's not
They
the
are.
story we want, but it is
No.
a story.
It is a story.
It is. That it is.
So you jump into the water and try to swim down a bit, but you can't see the light from the thing's lure has disappeared, along with the thing itself and Fen as well.
Can you stop the music, please? Just this is obnoxious. It's bad enough it was looping. This is a sad moment. I don't want this fucking music anymore.
I can't even say goodbye.
I know. This is very sad.
There you go. Substituting.
Now I'm gonna start crying. This is horrible. I hate it so much. Oh, are you serious? None of these fuckers in the other boat jumped out to help us, or
They did. I mean, they didn't know what was going on other than
I yelled
these things
at them.
attacking you.
I was yelling at them. Our
Right.
friends are underwater. They need help.
They
did nothing.
as the boat approaches, you can see they look very haggard. They look half starved. Their hair is limp and raggedy, and
Boo-hoo.
yeah. And so the woman at the prow of the ship says, you know, your friend is lost, I'm afraid. We must make our way back to the shore before the Doom returns to finish you off.
What the hell? I'm upset. This is upsetting.
It is upsetting. It is sad. Sad to see a hobbit cut off in the prime of life.
This is not allowed. This is not allowed. This is horrible. So I'm crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
I don't care how weary they are. I just don't care. I just don't care. Oh, no.
If it's any consolation, you did knock the thing down to less than half its hit points or endurance, whatever. So
Not really, because it's just
No.
going to heal up anyway. With the
Yeah.
energy that it receives from eating Finn.
the tasty snack.
Not just trying to wrap her head around this. This sucks. All right. Sorry. I'm being annoying.
No, it's fine. You can have whatever
What
reaction you want.
happens now?
Marley, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really. Not really. This was not a conflict that Finn was at all capable of being a part of.
Yeah.
So, like none of the numerically, there was no way that he was going to get through that. That's okay.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, I mean, and again, it was just
Really
a lot
bad
of
dice rolling.
bad dice rolling.
Yeah.
Is an
Yeah.
open
I mean, I'm
invitation.
not trying to blame anybody. I'm just saying it's facts.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying it's you guys suck at gaming. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to blame you guys. I'm just saying.
Well, so I
Mhm.
guess we're rowing in, I mean, what do we do? Just
Yeah, you would just follow the boat back to the shore, basically.
okay. This is bad. This is bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So describe, like, why are you smiling? Why are you?
I'm looking at the GIF that Marley posted. Sorry.
Okay. Oh no, he's fish food. It's a
I'm
circle
grieving
of
in my
life.
own way. I wasn't allowed to talk. I had to grieve my own way.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
So yes, so you row your way back to the shore of this other island, which let's see. How does this one look? This is the largest. No, this is not the largest. You were on the largest. This is a smaller island. And from the looks of it, if you had been approaching it independently, you would have kind of assumed nobody was here. Looks very unwelcoming. Just kind of like a round, barren hill with a rocky shore. There is a small cove, and this is where the other boat leads you. And as you pull your boat up onto the rocky beach, you can see kind of hidden from view from the water are a couple of like cave mouths at the top of the beach, and there's like a couple other of these Dunedain here as well, for that is who these folk are. The woman introduces herself as Kellerwen, daughter of Kellegond. She says, we are a We are a much diminished group of survivors of the original expedition of a half dozen families. We left our homes almost 2 months ago with the intention of exploring and settling these islets. And instead were attacked by the Doom of Nenuial shortly after our arrival, and have since endured its onslaught on a regular basis. We have suffered many casualties, and our supplies are running low. Many of our number are seriously injured. My husband, Targon, was the chieftain and leader of the expedition. His boat is the one that you have brought to this island. He took an expedition of brave volunteers to that other island to lure the Doom away from us and give us some respite. And in that he succeeded, but he paid for it with his life and the lives of the others. I am sorry for your loss, the loss of your friend. We were beginning to give up hope, but perhaps together with this other boat now at our disposal, we stand a chance of escaping. But I can see that you are all greatly wounded by your own experience, wearied, if you will. And I can offer you shelter and some respite as you recover.
I don't think Hallett says much.
Mm-hmm.
He's super depressed, but he's also really, really injured. So like, I imagine him trying to like stand there and talk, but he's very wobbly on his feet. He's probably, it's the camera would pan down to his hand where there's blood dripping off of his fingers because he's really shredded. So I think he's got time. He needs time to process, but he also needs time to just lay down and maybe stop bleeding would be super helpful.
That would be helpful. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm bereft and very sad. So just sort of crying and trying to make sense of everything. But I think I would just ask, like, why are you still living on this island?
The Doom has not allowed us to leave. It has a malicious intelligence. It toys with you. It follows you and springs its attacks when you are most vulnerable or when you least suspect it. Notice how it allowed you to get nearly to our island before attacking. And besides, we have grown weak and weary from injuries and lack of good food and opportunities to regain our strength. And each passing day, we feel less capable of facing the challenge of escape.
But we have to. We must. We must escape.
Perhaps we can.
I don't want to live on this island. I don't want that.
Well,
this is not habitable. This isn't.
Little one, I will tell you that you will not have to live on this island for very long, because to stay on this island will mean certain death. So you are right. We really have no choice. And she puts a comforting hand on Haleth's non-injured shoulder and says, follow me, and we'll get you bandaged up. You too, Mistress Dwarf. And so you are led into this sort of natural cave tunnel network that is under this island, and you find within several small chambers where the Dunedain, who are survivors of this expedition, have sort of made the best of their circumstances and have set up beds and um, fires in the chambers that have ventilation. And so it is here that you will be able to recover. And it is here that we will do our fellowship phase and give everyone a chance
Do a
to.
fellowship phase.
I
We're not a
know!
complete fellowship.
I know
I
your
agree.
fellowship -1 phase, and
No! That's horrible. You're the
No
worst.
respect for the dead at all. None.
The idea is none. No respect.
so let's take a quick break, and then we will come back and we'll do the fellowship phase.
Did you crit your Eye of Sauron, David, today?
What?
Your,
Yeah,
jamming?
well, yeah, I did some blood sacrifices before I got online.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right.
All right.
Mm.
We get the recording.
Like what
going.
happens like
That's not
now
recording.
in the game?
Well,
keep
now in
going.
the game, Marley's gonna rage quit, and then
Yeah.
We'll
I
never
flip
talk
a
to each other
table.
again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
flip a table. I blast you all on the internet.
can't
Cool.
believe these assholes.
Yeah.
No, I mean he'll just make a new character, and it can be
Yeah, and that's literally. I mean, it's different for each system for each game, but generally you continue the story on, and you just have. Sometimes, I mean, especially when I was playing early, like AD&D, like
Mhm.
the wizard Brandon that I was playing would die, and here comes his cousin Brandon, and it's essentially the same
Brandon
character.
too. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. They've kind of gone away from that in more recent settings, but in a lot of cases, like Delta Green, Call of Cthulhu, a lot of those systems, it's kind of expected that you're going to die, so you don't get attached to one particular character that you play, because especially anything Lovecraft related, you're going to go insane at some point.
Right.
It's how you go insane and how many people you take with you, which is kind of what people are trying to explore. In something like this, it's a little more story heavy.
Yeah.
But like, and I'm not saying yes or no or whatever, but I would not be surprised if one of these other Dunedain decided to start coming along with us after we escape from the lake.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's the main thing. It's like
clever entry point.
Yeah, Marley can make whatever kind of character he wants to make, and then I figure out how to integrate that character into the narrative, and that's so ergo ending off the adventuring phase and going into the fellowship phase so that you all can heal up. Marley can make his new character for next session, and we can kind of start fresh there. But yeah, I mean, it does happen. It's kind of was giving me some Pendragon feels too. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
Rolls
your
just lead
character-
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, I mean, I get mad, and I'm not really mad. I mean, I'm sad.
it's sad.
Oh,
yeah,
I-
it's
I-
definitely sad.
I'm very sad because
Yeah.
I like that little man. I wanted him to go
Me
far.
too. I
Yeah,
do too.
yeah,
And it's sad
absolutely.
because we had our little duo,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and now I'm like one of the lone hobbits, and that's just sad as hell. But
It
Yeah.
does lead to a cool character arc for Melly, I think.
Yeah,
That,
absolutely.
like, she can rise above it and see something cool.
yeah,
Mhm.
like that
Dying to a
recipe
fish
book.
is a little bit of a kick. Like that's a little.
Yeah.
I
Ugh.
mean, at least it was a named fish, I suppose.
I see.
Like, it has a
True.
boss title to it, but
A
I mean,
legendary fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's a servant of the enemy. So
Yeah.
there
I'm
you
gonna
go.
come back as a fisherman as my next character. Just-
Ooh, I love that. Yeah, I mean,
Time to fry up some fish.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
just want to state for the record, I'm not mad at David. I'm
I am.
just mad at his choices, and
You're mad at my
um,
choices.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, I
I'm
get,
not. I'm just disappointed.
I'm
That's all.
super. Yeah, exactly. I'm just, yeah, I get very emotional. 'Cause
Yeah.
just the stakes are, that's why we play.
why we play.
But I'm not like actually mad at David. So-
I was thinking like how cinematic it was though, because it was like
Oh.
Fen was getting attacked, then he gets
Oh.
pulled out of the water and he thinks he's safe, and then there's like
Oh.
that beat and he gets pulled back in. I mean, it's totally like straight out of Jaws, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect it is really cool to see like in a
Yeah.
story or in a movie or something.
Yeah.
It's a little different when you're playing the character that dies that way, but it is really cool to see it. You don't want to be the bit character, but
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, I
realize
guess
you're
I
not
was
the
just
main
playing
character.
the bit character this whole time. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
I was an extra in you guys' story.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess the extras
No.
never know that they're extras.
Yeah,
so-
it's
exactly.
true.
That's right.
everyone thinks they're their own main
Lordy.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fenn's actor just was like, I feel like I'm really important to this, so I'm gonna need like a raise. And the writers were like, oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh
Sure.
no.
the fuck
Okay.
you say?
You'll feature heavily in our next episode.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna give you the starring role in our next
That's right.
episode. You're gonna love it.
Oh man. Yeah, so it's sad for sure, but I'm excited to see how we're going to weave a new character and what will happen to our fellowship when with such a sad, loss.
Yeah,
So, nope.
absolutely. All right. So let's do the fellowship phase. It doesn't take too long, so hopefully. I don't know. I've never done it before, but it doesn't look like it'll take too long.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. So the first thing is for me to decide how long the fellowship phase lasts, and it can be as short as a week or as long as a season. Obviously, in this case, we're going to go for a week. We're going to spend a week recuperating in the tunnels below.
The depression
Let's see.
tunnels.
They are the depression tunnels. What is the name of the? So each island has its own name. The name of this island is The Last Stand. So there you go.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Don't like that.
Don't like that. No.
And then normally you would decide where you want to spend the fellowship phase. Obviously, in this case, it's dictated by your circumstances. But it needs to be like a safe place that you can recuperate. So you've got that.
Okay.
And then, okay, so now the players may spend their accumulated experience points to improve their player heroes' skills and combat proficiencies, and to acquire new valor or wisdom ranks. Additionally, the time spent in front of a cozy hearth while enjoying the everyday life, confirms to the player heroes that their efforts are not wasted and restores their faith in a brighter future.
Wait, Nacho, what did you say?
The laugh.
None of that is happening.
None of that is happening.
Scoffing, yeah.
But perhaps your resolve to see that Fen did not die in vain is reinforced.
You gotta write the book.
I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a little screen cap here into the resources channel, and this just shows you the costs for improving things. It's a little formatting leaves a little bit to be desired, but basically it's the cost for a skill or adventure points to raise things by the number indicated. So for instance, it would cost you 8 points to raise a skill or combat proficiency from one rank of 1 to 2, or it would cost you 2 points to raise your valor or wisdom from 1 to 2. So valor or wisdom definitely costs less. Limits are that you can only purchase 1 level of valor or wisdom per fellowship phase. And also you can only add 1 to any skill or combat proficiency per adventure phase. But you could theoretically do multiples of those, but considering the costs, I don't know. I don't think you have enough for multiple bumps. But for example, that athletics of 0 that I know some of you have, you could raise it to a 1 at a cost of 4 points.
Yeah, I'm thinking like that's something I'm gonna probably do because I just saw like how I couldn't be effective. So I'm gonna like Rambo it up and just start like or just Terminator 2
Sports
Linda
montage,
Hamilton.
a training montage.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
just Sarah Connor just starting to do those freaking just whatever you do, pull-ups, nonstop pull-ups. Just to ensure that I have the upper body strength to pull somebody out of the water. If they ever were to drown again. This is horrible. So sad.
Okay, I understood all the words you said, but in the order you said them didn't
Yeah. Well,
I'm 4. Pretend like I'm 4.
Okay, all right. So there's a thing called role-playing games. No.
What is role playing?
Maybe
What is role-playing?
6.
Yes. So this is just basically leveling up, right? So you're just essentially let me see here. You've accumulated it looks like 6 adventure points and 6 skill points. So that gives you 12 points to work with, budget of 12 points. And you can spend those points to add dots to your skills or dots
Okay.
to your combat proficiencies. And you have a valor and wisdom ratings of 1 each. You could bump one of those up by a point, and that does certain things for you as well.
So the little cheat sheet says adventure points are used to spend on weapons and valor and wisdom. Does that mean they can only be spent on that, or can they be, or can skill points only be spent on skills?
I mean, that would make a hell of a lot of sense, and I was kind of like even wondering that myself, like why divide it up into 2 different things? But let's see here. Players spend skill points to develop their player hero skill ratings, right? So you can't use
Common
adventure
skills.
points to bump your skills, and then adventure points to bump up your wisdom or valor, or to enhance an adventurer's combat proficiencies. Ah, there you go. Well, there you go. Thank you for that clarification.
I just happened to be on the reading the page right there, and
Nice.
it's like, why is it so
Yeah,
weird
why
that
are
it's
they different?
split?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me a brand new character sheet, or do I delete everything on Finn's?
No, let's keep Fenn's character sheet, and I will create a new one for you here.
Thank you.
So, what are you looking at, Marley?
I don't know. I mean, it would make the most sense since we're around a bunch of rangers now to come in with the new ranger. I mean, that's just narratively it kind of fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But you could also have a just some rando show up, just like you guys were randos, right?
Yeah. That's true. That would be also interesting. It's like, what the heck? I don't know if y'all.
Hello,
hear the
I'm an
parrot in
elf.
the background. Yeah, an
Yeah.
elf out of nowhere would be.
Yeah.
Can you hear the parrot in the background?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. No,
I
not really.
couldn't.
Okay. Yeah, she's full of beans right now.
Full of beans.
Well,
Mhm.
not literally, of course.
Oh.
She's a gray parrot. It's Rainy's parrot. And yeah, she can be a little noisy, but she's very cool.
All right, new character in the hopper there for you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll start rolling that up in the background.
All right.
I don't see rage as a skill.
That would probably be your valor.
And that would be another game that we would be playing. We'd be playing Chronicles
Hatred,
of Darkness.
Fish people.
Yeah, hate fish. Also, yeah,
Hate-
Pendragon.
Pendragon.
Pendragon would definitely be like suspicious of fish and or
Targeted
or
trait.
hate fish. Yes.
Hate fish.
Here's the thing. It's always to me. I mean, look. Every boss in any sort of Lord of the Rings, it's bad. It's bad. But hobbits are particularly sad, like a sad death,
Yeah.
and that sucks.
Yeah.
And I have to let the dog out, so I'll be right back.
Oh.
So do you have like recommendations for me? Because I added 2 dots for athletics, because that would have been helpful.
Yep.
And so I think by my count, I have 10 left.
Okay, let's see. So you had 6 skill points there. And
6 adventure, right?
6 adventure. Okay, so let's see. What was your athletics at the beginning? Was it 1?
1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So to raise it to 2 would cost 8 points. So sadly,
No.
yeah. Not enough to raise athletics. What you could do is take 1 dot in a skill you don't have for 4 points, or you could save your skill points for next fellowship phase and then raise your athletics at that point. But looks like you got
that's
dots
right.
in almost
They
every.
get more expensive the farther they go.
Yeah.
I don't even want to
Has anything been decided?
No, not really.
Okay.
Des, what did you do? You
Oh
took
yes,
a dot in athletics?
yeah, I did. So I used 4 of my points and and then I added to my athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And you're gonna save the rest of your points?
I really only have oh my God, the bird. I'm sorry. Let's see. Well, I had 4 skill points.
You just had 4?
Yeah, I had 6 total.
Right. So you spent 4.
Uh-huh.
So that's about as much as you can do with skill points. Do you want to do anything with your adventure points?
The adventure points, remind me where those go into again.
Those can either raise combat proficiency,
Yeah.
okay, or raise your valor or wisdom. If
I
you raise
think-
your valor, you get a new reward.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna raise my valor.
Okay, so
By
that's 2
1,
point, or
2.
what is it? Hold on.
Well, it's up to
You're
1,
going
but
from 1 to 2, so that's 2 points. Yeah.
2. Okay, so that gives me 4 adventure points total. My goodness.
Right. Okay. And that would just carry over. Okay, so yes, I believe that gives you a new reward to choose from.
Okay, and so what are those?
So you may not remember, but you chose a reward during character creation.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Virtues, let's see.
Got the cool halfling specific ones too now.
Right. Okay, I think you get a reward. You either get a reward or you get, oh, here we go. Each time player heroes are entitled to gain a new reward as a consequence of gaining a new rank of valor. Okay. They may choose instead to activate one quality of a famous weapon or armor that belongs to them. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so you don't have a famous. So basically there's a cool rule where you can have like a named weapon or a named piece of armor. But you don't have that yet. So yes, you can choose a reward. And there are 6 types. Each one indicates in brackets type of gear that can receive that upgrade. All upgrades can be applied only once on the same piece of gear. So close fitting for an piece of armor or helm. Cunning make, which can be applied to armor, helm, or shield. Fell, which can be applied to a weapon. Grievous, applied to a weapon. Keen for a weapon, or reinforced for a shield.
So those are all the valor.
Those are the rewards, yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll just like maybe make my sword more keen.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Absolutely. So just make a note of that on your sword. And what that does is it means that you will score a piercing blow on a 9 or better on the feat die rather than just on a 10.
Okay. So how can I make sure that happens? Because
Oh, here, I'll do it.
okay.
We'll just put that under notes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Piercing
I could have done
9 plus. There we go.
So can I use my points to get a valor to make my axe grievous?
Absolutely. Yes.
I have no idea what it does, but it sounds
Hell
so
yeah.
good.
It
does.
sounds awesome. So yes, that would just be 2 adventure points. And basically, your damage rating on your axe is a +1. So go from damage 6 to 7.
Okay.
All right.
Do we get more hope points because we
Yes.
entered a different phase?
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll get there in a second.
Okay.
Is everybody done spending their skill points and adventure points and all that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how I was supposed to denote that I spent them.
Oh,
Just
Do I make my
reduce-
valor 2?
Yeah, make your valor 2, and then you would just reduce your
Adventure
points
points by
total
2.
there. Mm-hmm.
and then in the notes section, just be sure to add that after your axe if you haven't done that already.
Yeah, the
Hmm.
grievous, and then I
Grievous.
increase the damage.
Yeah.
To 20.
The 20. Wait a minute.
I know.
Beautiful. Yeah. I was like, that sounds right. Yeah. That's good.
I have
really
no problem
good.
with that. Okay. So now, yes, spiritual recovery, as it's called. You regain a number of hope points equal to your heart score.
So which?
That'd be the one in the upper left, the rating.
Oh, so yeah, because I have 10 and I have 5, so it's 15.
Yes, you have 10 heart.
Yeah, or no, sorry, hope.
Oh, but you have a 5 heart. Yeah, that's still very good. That's
I
still
know.
excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So raise your hope to 15. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay.
Wait,
And
sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Say that again. The heart. I just found the heart.
Okay.
Mhm.
So rating, right?
Mhm.
You're going to add that onto your hope. So raise your hope by, in your case, 2 points.
Okay.
Because apparently dwarves don't have a lot of heart.
Need to let it go of my treasure.
And then yeah, once a year at the end of the year, there's a special fellowship phase called Yule, and that's where you regain all of your hope if you're down. So anyway. Okay. Does anyone have shadow points other than Fen? I know Fen had some, but let's not
Bring it in.
not speak of that.
We don't have to talk about like what he has.
He got rid of it though. Don't worry.
Oh, he did.
Died,
That's
he did.
right.
He died shadowless.
Good.
Oh, that's
Good.
right. He did. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I
Damn.
did not need
Really
that.
wanted him to come back as a halfling white, but I guess not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wait, are there ghost
God.
characters? I'll play a ghost.
I'll play Ghost.
Undead halfling. This is
Yeah.
terrible.
I know. That's even sadder.
Nobody wants that.
No.
Yeah, so if anyone had shadow points, you can regain some of those. Although, frankly, that only happens if you, what does it say here? If the adventuring phase resulted in what can be considered a positive outcome in the fight against the encroaching shadow. That's so, yeah.
Nope.
This time, not so much.
Not happening.
Okay, so the last thing to do is to choose undertakings.
Hmm.
You can select a number of activities based on whether the fellowship phase is an ordinary one or if it's Yule. And then you also get a free. So basically, you get one undertaking that you can choose as a group. And then if one of you has a what do they call it? Career? Was that it? Let's see. Calling. One of you has a calling that's appropriate, you sometimes get a free undertaking as well. So remind me of your callings.
Is that the treasure hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a
I
scholar.
am a warden.
A warden. And Des, what were you?
Scholar.
Scholar. Okay. So treasure hunters can study a magical item for free, but we don't have any magical items. Then we had a warden and a scholar. Okay. So let's see. I think so. Scholars can ponder storied and figured maps for free. And this just gives you a bonus on your next journey roll, basically, which is good. And then wardens. Oh, there we go. You can gather rumors for free. Oh, very good. But you can only choose between those two, right? And then what does that leave otherwise? Let's see. Write a song. Seems appropriate. So basically we've got write a song, ponder storied and figured maps, and gather rumors. You can choose 2 of those 3.
As a group?
Yeah.
Oh. What are you feeling a strong draw to any of those?
I mean, these are also Dunedain, so I feel like it's just going to be natural for Haleth to want to talk to them and see what they know, because this is kind of like the way the network works is, there's some nasty weird crap over in this part of the map if you want to pass that along. So, people can kind of do that. So that's what I feel like he would do, but I'm open for whatever. But he's definitely going to be talking to people about what's been happening.
Tell people to avoid this lake.
Right, yeah. Like maybe we put a big X on this part of the lake and we're just like, nah.
Don't come back
No
here.
fishing. Big no fishing sign.
Do not swim.
No swimming.
Remind me how much endurance we get back on the fellowship phase, because
Mm.
I am down
Yes.
most. Yeah.
Right. Right. Good point. Let's see here. Right. Okay, so I think we can say you recover all your fatigue for one thing.
Okay.
And then let's see. Fortunately, nobody was wounded. That's the
Yeah.
big one. Yeah, you get all your lost endurance back.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
And that's the number under strength at the top left. Right.
Top left, yeah, correct. Or top right.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay. But in regards to undertakings, yeah, I mean, Haleth would want to gather rumors,
Okay.
but also could see like composing a song as like a funeral dirge or whatever. Um, I don't think he really cares about maps and things at the moment.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of where his brain is at.
Yeah, I think you get the gather rumors for free and then yeah, write a song to memorialize
Yeah,
lost friends, right?
I like that.
Okay. So you'll have to decide whether this is a lay, a song of victory, or a walking song.
What's a lay?
A short narrative poem, particularly appropriate to narrate heroic deeds and meant to be recited or sung at gatherings.
It's not really a victory song.
No.
And I feel like a walking song would kind of cheapen it, because at least to John, walking songs are the kind of things that you like randomly hum as you're walking up you're doing a trail or whatever. So it would feel like, probably to Haleth as well, that a lay is more appropriate, because when we go back to the Shire or whatever, like that is something that at a gathering of friends and family, you could be like, hey, here's this really cool story about this friend that we had, and like shit's dark, but it'll be okay, or whatever.
Yeah.
If it does change your opinion at all, he would frequently hum when he walked, and it was all about the journey for him.
Oh,
That's why I feel like a walking song could be appropriate in this
Taking a
case.
small little ditty far and wide would mean a lot more than some grand gesture back at home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I was.
The ghost says from the background. It's
Which is
slightly
fair. And again,
blub blub.
Haleth being a Dunedain, like their whole like culture is like, hey, remember this crap that happened thousands of years ago? We can't let that happen again. Like that's the culture he grew up in, was very much like big grand gestures. Like, I'm literally an emo kid who hangs outside of civilization and does things so that other people don't have to. Is very much kind of his mentality. So he's like, of course we must, it must be a grand gesture in LA. You others are probably like, no, he'd want a walking song about farts that was to 3/4 time or something.
You want a song you can drink to.
Yeah, which type of bean is best?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think that, I think like you might say that, and then it's like, but wait a minute, like it should be a song we can sing every day if we wanted to, kind of thing.
Okay. So I then record this in your company's list of songs, which okay, I'll jot that down. But it needs a name. What should the name of the song be?
Let me double check something. So I would say like a fugue for Fen.
Ooh, nice. Like that.
Or Fen's fugue or something like that.
Fugue for Fen. All right. All right. And as for the rumor gathering, so naturally you swap stories, and the story of recovering the club of Bullroarer Took is shared. And so somewhat in response to that, and also because of the halfling being present, the let's see, what's her name again? Kellerwyn. Kellerwyn imparts the following rumor. To the north, a group of bandits is kidnapping travelers to sell them to the orcs and goblins of Mount Graham, which is where Golfindel came before he had his head knocked off. They say they have an agreement with this dark fortress's orc chieftain and are compensated with old dwarven gold left behind when the enemy took over the tunnels of Durin's folk in the Misty Mountains. They say the creatures of this nefarious mountain hate the hobbits of the Shire above all else and are already planning vengeance against that small folk.
Alice doesn't like that at all.
No. Sounds very rude indeed. Copy that into the Discord there for you. Okay. And that is the fellowship phase.
Well, that was grim.
Yeah. But hey, at least y'all didn't die. It was just one of you.
That's true, but that still is a bummer, man. It still is. It's cold comfort.
It is cold comfort.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Marley, what did you settle on? You doing a Dunedain as well?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. So he's going to be a captain.
Oh, cool.
Dunedain captain.
Okay.
Nice.
So
All
I'm
right.
working that up as we speak.
Indeed. Well, we will meet him next time and hopefully have a better time of it. Of course, you have to get off the island. What's it called again?
Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
there, which is a major bummer.
You can contemplate your 70s prison break style action sequence, right?
We need some eagles.
You do need some
right.
eagles.
That's
Where are
right.
the eagles when you
Be
need
really
them?
useful.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Does anyone know any eagles?
Perhaps a helpful moth.
Yes.
There's a
Helpful moth.
there's a scenario in first edition One Ring where the eagles do show up.
Oh yeah.
And I've run it with a couple of different groups. And one group who was mostly just about the movies was like, "Oh, that's so cool. It's so cinematic. They swoop in and they rescue you or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
What you don't do is run that scenario with a bunch of self-professed, like Tolkien-obsessed fan people who then go off for 45 minutes on a tangent about how the eagles wouldn't actually show up because it wasn't worth their time because, all of the reasons why Tolkien wrote in these giant eagles into the story, and then was like, actually, no, I can't. They're like a giant Deus Ex Machina now. I can't use them because they make everything too easy.
Right.
I was thoroughly expecting a Deus Ex Machina. I was like, when does
Me too.
people on a boat? What happened?
Yeah.
When does he spit? Yeah.
No, but nothing. We had
Look,
nothing.
look, they showed up with torches. They did what they could. Anyways, onwards, ever onwards.
Right.
Come back next week and we'll do it again.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Ay.
Too many questions you have, Marley, on the Discord. And,
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm good. Will the Roll20 stay up so I can finish the character sheet if you guys all leave it
it's
up?
fine. It's fine.
I can knock this out. I think I'm getting close. Do I start as a basic character or do I spend Finn's experience to keep up?
Spend Finn's experience. That's fair. Carries over. Good grandfather then.
Thank you.
Little inheritance there.
Yep. All right, y'all.
What?
I mean,
Is everybody okay? I mean,
yeah,
like,
is everyone all
does
right?
anyone wanna-
Everyone's okay.
Does everyone want to go around and share a word of how they're feeling right now, or?
We're all just in a thoughtful mode, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's never, like I said, especially and like you said, it's a more narrative gut punch when it's something like this, rather than like if we were playing Delta Green or Call of Cthulhu, you'd be like, oh, the thing that we knew was bound to happen has happened.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just so new. I'm like, this isn't how fellowships work.
Oh.
And that's actually a really great point. One
Uh-huh.
of the things that we're constantly going to have to be reminded of is this is not the books. This is not the movies.
Right.
The books and the movies had epic things happen at certain times to fulfill that epic. We are making our own epic through line, but it's going to be different. And part of that, the game mechanics is that we all rolled like crap. And sometimes that means, you know, it's like things. I mean, you can play Lord of the Rings video games where Frodo doesn't make it out of the Shire, and you've got to,
Right. Oops.
there's an old one called War of the Ring where Pippin ended up being the one for me to drop the ring and win it, but like it's
That's
a
cool.
whole different thing. Yeah, so it's going to be epic in its own way, but it certainly will not follow the books or the movies.
Although,
or
even
any
in
of
the
those things.
books, Boromir bites it, so,
True, yeah. I mean,
But he was a man. They're so flawed. Not man, human.
Yeah.
Human, like,
he was
he
a
had
white
to.
man,
That
and
was his
he got what he
redeeming.
deserved.
yeah, that's right.
Should be
Although-
able to kill a hobbit. All right,
I know,
I'm
that's-
fine. I have a week to
We'll
process.
process.
We'll
We'll
come
process.
come to terms.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But even Boromir's story has some poignancy in it too.
absolutely. Yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
Totally. Yeah.
Because
His
of-
final turn from darkness and
Right.
Yeah.
sacrificing himself to do the right thing.
Right.
Yeah, and then also there was this recent. My brother sent me and David this. I don't know, somebody TikTok something or other video. Anyway, just talking about the geography of like where Boromir was coming from, literally, like
Yeah.
how far he had to go to like meet them where they were at, and then help them on their way, and like all the stuff that he had seen, and that's why he gets so mad at Aragorn. Like, what the hell, man? Like, you don't even know anything about sacrifice because you haven't done it.
Right.
And how that was so much more how it was a little, I mean, for dramatic tension, but anyway, so yeah, everyone has their story, and this is our story, as John was saying, and Marley played Fen awesomely and so well, and I will miss my
He will be
Hobbit
missed.
brethren for sure.
I will miss
Absolutely.
him too.
I know, but onward, as we said, and it's been fun in this first leg of our journey together for sure.
Indeed.
Sure.
I'm going to take the dog out. Reflect.
Enjoy.
Yes,
Yes.
enjoy.
Yes.
All right, everybody,
All
hang
right,
in
y'all.
there.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
See you
Bye,
next week.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our patrons, both past and present. And thanks, as always, to those of you backing us at priest level and above. This includes Jonathan Morgantini, Marley Griffin, James Gilbreth, Matt Reed, Hunt Cal, Jathar 132, Just Barbarian Things, Mika Turtianen, NJ Colton, Ptolemy, and Vixen Lover 42.